Yo, what is up, guys? It's Killer Oak for the win, back with some more Clash of Clans. And today I'm super hyped. I'm so happy to make you guys another video the day after I made my last video. I might not get this out till the next day. It just depends. I'm doing the commentary at like 5:30, so after it renders, it'll probably be like 8:30, 9 o'clock. I might not. Yeah, I might maybe do a late upload. Maybe upload it tomorrow. We'll wait and see. You will know by the time of this video, but I'm just so happy that I can make videos again, because it sucked so bad having the flu and not being able to post when I wanted to. My congestion was just like completely through the roof. I had to call in. I wasn't doing any work. I had a bunch of landscaping jobs lined up, big jobs. But now I'm gonna be going back to that starting tomorrow. I'm so happy. I'm so freaking happy to be doing this again. So, anyways, what I have to start off for you guys is an all-out dragon raid, and you guys know I love the all-out dragon raid. I think one of the questions that I missed in my last video was, what is your favorite troop combination? And before it would have been Hogs, but Hog Riders, but now it's probably all dragons. I mean, it's really expensive. It takes a little while. It really doesn't even take that long, in my opinion, but just all out dragons, man. If you can afford it and you have the elixir, they're so fun to do. So that's probably my favorite army troop setup as of right now. You can go after the biggest, most badass bases in the game, and you can still do work. Like you can see, this guy has just about a maxed out Town Hall 10. No, not maxed out. I mean, he's got the max Teslas for whatever reason, but he's still got Town Hall 9 max defenses for the most part. Like if you look at his Archer Towers, Teslas, Air Defense, Wizard Towers, Cannons, etc. Also, he only has the level 2, freaking level 2 Inferno Towers, but that's not that big of a deal, honestly. They're still pretty good, and the level 3 ones don't do that much more damage against the all-out dragons. The main thing that takes them out is the air defense, obviously. Anyways, next I have another like 800k-ish raid against a pretty solid base. We're going to see how much we can actually get off of this guy. This guy obviously has a way weaker base. He only has like level 4 compared to level 7 air defense. A drastic change there. And it looks like he has a weaker clan castle. Probably doesn't have clan castle troops in it. No, he does. He has some level 3 archers, though. Maybe level 4. So they're not really to worry about. What I'm doing here is I'm trying to get in and try to get as close to these air defense as possible. I don't really know why I spread out some troops on the bottom. I don't even think I got the air defense there, but I think that this queen should be able to get this bottom or this top right air defense, and she shall. So that's pretty helpful. Now I'm going to go ahead and spread out all my dragons there, and then just going to fly around and go ham right here. So looks like this guy had a few giants in his clan castle. Really, really bad for going up against dragons. They're actually harmless to the dragons, so this one dragon right here is going to be able to take them out pretty quickly. As you can see, within a few hits, they're gone. So the rest of my drags, they should be able to make it around and 3-star the rest of this guy's base. This is what it looks like from here. So they're making their way to the center right now, and the ones on the left and the right aren't even really dying very much. So it looks pretty good for these drags right now. So far, they got most of the looters, mostly in his collectors. As you can tell, they look full to the brim. This may have been still whenever the 1-gem boost was going on. I don't think it is. I don't see how that's possible. But yeah, I got a little bit behind on gameplay once again, as always. And I was still recording. I was still clashing when I was sick. Sometimes I just didn't even want to clash because I felt so bad. I just wanted to sleep. But sometimes I did want to clash, and I did get 2 million loot raids while I was sick in Master League, and I think I have another one, so now I think I'm up to 13 million in loot raids, which is really just absolutely insane to me. But anyways, on this one, about 900k, a little bit over 900k after the loot bonus, so a really awesome raid with all dragons. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. It's just pumping out the golden raids here. So let's see what else we got. We're going to go back to base, level 128, good stuff going on there. Now I'm going to go after another strong Town Hall 10. One thing I noticed about this guy is that he's upgrading 2 of his air defense at once. And yeah, so we're going to go ahead and go for the top right angle. Going to go and try to take out one of these air defense or get as close as possible to it before I actually drop all my guys. Actually, he's upgrading 3 air defense, and this is the only one alive here. So he does have a pretty strong base other than that, so I don't think I'll be able to 3-star him, but I should be able to do a lot of work against this guy. One thing I noticed is my heroes kind of didn't really go the right way and stuff, so that was kind of unfortunate. Also, he does have a bunch of clan council troops. I'm going to go ahead and freeze them, also freeze the Inferno and that Expo. I think the Expo is tilted as well. They've already got the one air defense down, so we should be able to do a bunch of work on this guy's base here. So you see my guys are now in the center. I'm going to go and drop a raid spell on them. Also, I'm going to go and drop another raid spell on the guys on the left because they look like they need some help. They look like they're going a little bit slow there. So we're going to go ahead and speed them up a bit. Hopefully the dragons in the center can stay alive for a bit longer though and get the rest of this gold here. And they will. Now we're only down to 100,000 elixir left. We're going to get most of, basically all the dark elixir right there. Down to only 7. It's going to come out of that drill. So now we got all the dark elixir, and we only need a bit more of elixir. So this dragon here is the only one left on it. No. Now we got another one on it. Holy crap! We're actually gonna clutch all the loot off of this. I'm telling you, it's so hard to counter these dragons. Well, one thing you can do to counter them is don't upgrade 3 defense at once ever, especially not in Crystal League. If you're a Town Hall 10 with tons of loot, bad idea. Bad. Very bad idea there. I don't know what this guy was thinking. Maybe he wasn't thinking. Obviously, probably wasn't thinking too much about it. But I'm kind of going to go for the 2-star here. It's probably not really going to work out. These Teslas are going to do to my guys there. As you can see, I accidentally hit the space bar and stopped recording. So it's going to be a second fragment of the recording, but no big deal. Anyways, the dragon is probably going to get zapped by all 3 of these Teslas. Looks like they're really not doing that much damage, though. So we're going to test and see. No, the dragon's going to go the wrong way, so we're not even going to find out how much health is in that town hall. Probably full. No, we are going to find out. Yeah, it has full health. There's no way in hell I'm going to go and be able to take it out. So I'm going to go in the battle here. We're going to get 408 loot bonus, or 408 loot, 408k loot before the loot bonus of each. So that's going to bring it up to right about 900k after the dark elixir and the loot bonus, the league bonus, and stuff like that. Pretty awesome raid, back-to-back 900k raids with freaking all-out drags. Really awesome. Really tons of fun there. So then I have enough gold to go ahead and do some walls. What I'm going to do here is some corner walls. Try to get all the corners lit to fire by a flame spitter. And yeah, just work on these walls. Looks like that one's not going to quite go on fire. Could have got another corner piece there instead, but we're going to get the third to last corner piece. Looks like I missed 2 corner pieces there. No big deal. We're going to come back with more millions and get the rest of them clutched out here soon in the near future. So what else? We're going to go ahead and rearm my traps. Pretty soon here I upgrade a few of the giant bombs, but I really wanted to just focus on getting all the level 9 walls first, and I know that sounds crazy, but it's just been a long time coming. I'm glad that Town Hall 11's not coming out for months, because now I can finally catch up on my heroes, I can catch up on my walls, and yeah, so we have another 800k raid. Oh my god, we have another potential 800k raid here. This guy is upgrading more air defenses. What the heck? I was running into all these people upgrading their air defense. It's like they just rushed their Town Hall 10 and they realized, oh my god, I have level 4 air defense. I'm getting smacked by drags. I guess I should just upgrade them all at once. Like, you're really just shooting yourself in the foot ×2 on this one. Because you already got the Town Hall 10 with the weak air defense. Now you're upgrading them all at once, and you're just making yourself so susceptible to being attacked by all these dragons. But anyways, who am I to judge? I'm not hating. I just think it's funny that they did it this way. Anyways, my drags are pretty weak already. They're getting hurt pretty bad on this raid. This guy had, I guess he had a better setup here. He's not really wasting his Teslas. As you can see, his Teslas are actually harming my drags pretty badly. And they're going to get shot down by that. Also, this little trap. Now, one thing you'll notice in this video that doesn't make any freaking sense to me is my dragons just completely ignore that elixir storage. I've never seen them do anything that stupid, ever. And they destroy all these buildings, and they don't even go back for it. I mean, have you ever seen it fail that big on dragons? It was pretty crazy to me. I went ahead and cut out the rest of it because they just did a bunch of dumb shit. So I went ahead and cut the rest of that out. But normally I like to think that the dragons aren't as stupid as the P.E.K.K.A.s. But right there, I don't know, man. It was pretty iffy. So anyways, on this raid, I have a Hog Rider raid, as you can tell. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get my Hogs to use the raid spell and for them to basically take out that take out these Infernos really quickly. But one thing is that the Infernos were being upgraded, so that's what made this raid actually possible today. Had the Infernos not being upgraded, now I probably wouldn't have went for it. But one thing I have here is I have dragons with my along with my Hog Riders. Maybe I should have saved the raid spell for them. That's probably what I should have done. I probably didn't need that second one that I dropped. But oh well, we dropped it anyway. So I have all this loot. It's in the center of the base and around it, and the only thing really majorly blocking it is that massive level 7 air defense. So that thing is really obviously in the way a ton. So we're gonna see what we can go ahead and do even with that thing in there. So now my guys are making their way, kind of making their way to the center finally. We're going to see what's going to happen here. Either it's going to be an epic fail or an epic win. So as you can see, they're finally taking out those storages. Hopefully they'll be able to bring it down to about 100k of each left. As you can see, it's a ton of gold right here. They should be able to get the last of this gold storage. And like I say, they're going to bring it down to 100k. Unfortunately, this dragon is going to go for this air defense, and it does make it. Holy crap, it made it. So, yeah, we're going to be able to clutch out the majority of the gold that's left on the table, and probably not really much more of the actual elixir. This one storage is pretty open, but unfortunately, my dragon's not going to... Oh, no, he does. He turns back. Wow, that's brilliant. Oh, unfortunately, there's a trap there that's going to one-shot the rest of his health. So, now there's really nothing left to go for. I'm going to go ahead and end the battle here. We're going to end with about 700k after the league bonus, so pretty awesome, pretty good. I can't complain. Also, 1400 Dark Elixir. Pretty much anything over 1,000 that you get up here is going to be really helpful because you're not using any Dark Elixir on those raids where you just use all drags. You're not using any DE, so any DE that you get is profit, and it's really nice. So that's one thing that's really beautiful about the all dragon raid. So what you can see here that I have found is an over 1 million in loot raid, and I have Hog Riders. This guy's a pretty solid base. Luckily for me, his Infernos were dead. The only thing about it is that he has his heroes in the center of his base. It's going to be a major nuisance. But we're going to see what we can go ahead and do here. I did only have 3 healing spells, so I really have to be careful with those. And I don't even think I did the best job in the world with them. But I do have a ton of infantry, so I'm going to go ahead and spread them out on the left side mostly. I already have a bit on the right side, so I'm not going to worry about that at all. What I'm going to do is try to drop them on the left side, try to get them to distract some buildings while my Hog Riders roam around and destroy the rest of the defenses. Also, you know, they'll be able to push up a little bit possibly and destroy some of the defenses, so that should be pretty helpful. Hopefully they'll make their way in and be able to kill the heroes at one point or another. It looks like the only thing that's really left in this battle here that I have to worry about is the what is there? There's like a Tesla, a wizard tower, and the heroes, obviously. So the hero, luckily, is the guy, the king is actually going to attack the barbarians instead of the wizards. So the wizards were able to take him out pretty easily on this one. Now I'm just hoping that I can get to a couple more of these storages before my guys die out, so I can break over 1 million in loot. I'm not really too sure. One thing that really sucks is they didn't even go for that gold collector on the top. I'm sure there's like at least 40k in there. That's a little bit unfortunate that they did not do that. But luckily my guys, my archers in there, are going to take out the queen. Now the only thing left is that Tesla and that cannon, archer tower, and that wizard tower. Now I definitely don't have the means to destroy all of that, but I do have the means to go around and destroy a couple more of these loot buildings to get a good, pretty significant amount of loot. It looks like there was actually a fair amount in those storages rather than it all being in the collectors. So yeah, we're definitely saving the best for last on this one. Last raid of the day, best raid of the day. Really freaking awesome. Just a ton of good raids today. Ton of raids, about 900k and over. Just farming at its finest right here. So right now we're left with 16k elixir and 65k gold. My archers are actually going to make a break for that storage, and they're going to get about 3,000 more, maybe a little bit less than that. Also, I have these guys on the right, and I think that they can pick off a couple more shots at this gold storage. Half them are going to go for the Tesla, half them are actually going to take out that gold storage. I only got like 300 gold out of there. So I'm going to go ahead and end the battle. As you can see, I did get just under a million before the loot bonus and a million afterwards. So I think that's a million, 68k. Yeah, definitely a million after the loot bonus. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Leave a comment if you think it really takes away from it being a million if it's after the loot bonus, or if it doesn't really matter to you. Some people make a big deal about it, but I'm like, the loot bonus has been in the game for months. What's the big deal? Good the program, people. So anyways, I think it's a million in loot raids. It's legit. I think it's pretty significant. Hope you guys did enjoy. Leave a like and a comment if you did enjoy. Thanks so much for watching. It's Killer for the win. Signing out. Peace.